matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
be together on this day. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzot, manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hine matzot manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is for us to celebrate Shabbat together. This is a Shabbat that we enter with incredibly mixed emotions. We recognize the joy of celebrating Asher and Griffin as they become B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow. We celebrate milestones and birthdays. We also recognize that there is incredible destruction that has happened in recent days in Los Angeles. One of my teachers, Rabbi Don Gore, taught that Judaism is all about living in the gray. We recognize that sometimes our halakha, our Jewish law, gives us very specific things that are black and white. We do this, we don't do that. We engage in this, we don't engage in that. But the truth is that life is what happens when we're in the gray, those in-between moments. And so we take the good with the bad as our hearts break for our neighbors. We recognize the countless numbers of people who have lost their lives, who have lost their property. And it's very easy at this point to point to finger blaming, getting to finger pointing, to blame. But I also think of one of my favorite teachers, Fred Rogers, who said, look for the helpers. Those are the real mitzvah doers. He maybe didn't use the word mitzvah doer, but we can imagine that he did. Those are the people who are going to help us through each day as we take it not just one day at a time, but one moment at a time. We recognize that there are people displaced, maybe some of them in your own communities. And so what do we do as a Jewish people? We reach out. We offer support. Whatever's needed, we lend a hand. One of those who lost their homes was a classmate of mine, Rabbi Daniel Sher, from Beth Israel in Pacific Palisades. The congregation was actually one of the only buildings in Pacific Palisades to remain standing. Rabbi Sher writes these words, Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Comfort and heal our entire community. Holy source of compassion and strength, we turn to you in our time of heartbreak and devastation. The fire has seared through our homes and hopes, yet we stand together in our pain, trusting that new life can blossom in our midst. May the entire Southern California community be blessed with unity and resolve, neighbors uplifting one another. Rufa'enu Adonai v'nei rafeh. Heal us, Adonai, and let us be healed. May we heal as a community, build back our beloved home with stronger roots. Blessed are you, eternal God, who weaves healing and renewal into the fabric of our lives. As we say together, Amen. One of the most challenging questions that has been happening in the rabbinic and cantorial circles that I've been a part of this past week has been, how are we going to say Mi va'esh on the High Holy Days? Who by fire? Yes, rabbis and cantors think about the High Holy Days all year round. But when we get to that moment, how can we say who by fire? I was taught last Shabbat by some enduring words that were penned by Rabbi Jonathan Stein of blessed memory. He had penned a sermon that was offered at the National Association of Retired Rabbis Conference. And in his words, he remarked on this idea. He had a congregant in New York who lost his mother due to a house fire. And he struggled every year with these words, Mi va'esh, who by fire? And Rabbi Stein once went up to him and said, I'm so if you don't want to be here, I can see how troubling it is. If you don't want to be here, I would understand. And he said, no, it's the opposite. I need to say these words because we recognize the power that fire can have. It can be used for destructive powers, but it can also be used for creation. And so we're going to lean into that side. Lean into the part of Shabbat that reminds us that we can take 24 hours and cease. We can take 25 hours, 24 or 5 hours, and pause and take a moment of sacred rest and use that fire, that God-given fire, to bring something beautiful into our lives and our community. And so we turn to page 2 as we invite up Asher Gopen and Griffin Feynman and their families to come light our Shabbat candles as we use the lights and we use the fire to acknowledge time and create beauty. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat We turn to page 14 as we welcome Shabbat or Zarua. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Uyishrelev Simcha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Uyishrelev Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelev Simcha. Uyishrelev Simcha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Koachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We turn back to page 22 as we welcome the Sabbath bride with the words of Lecha Dodi, page 20. Lecha Dodi, Bikrat Kala, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. אוהב שלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי תקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
As we begin our formal call to prayer, we call to one another, invite you to turn behind you, in front of you, around you, wish somebody Shabbat Shalom, introduce yourself. On our online community, continue your Shabbat welcomes. We invite you to do so. And as we continue together, page 146, we remain standing. We join together for the Baruch Hu. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai,
Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Barechu et Adonai hamevorach, Baruch Adonai hamevorach, le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
We continue up on our screens.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei star, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
And on our screens, we join together. God, you gave us the Torah to show that you love us. May it always be a friend at our side. The Torah is our teacher. It tells us what is right, what is wrong. It shows us how to live good lives. Be with us always when we study Torah. Be with us always as we try to live good lives. We praise you, eternal God, who gave the Jewish people the Torah. It is your special gift to us. It is the gift of your love. Please be seated. I'd like to call upon Asher and Griffin to lead us in the Ve'ah Haftarah, page 100.
Page 150. אהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
In a moment, we're going to enter that song once more, the Song of the Sea, that we will honor and we'll read actually in a few weeks in our Torah. And the way the Shirat Hayam, the way the actual liturgy is laid out in the Torah is very different than almost any section in the Torah. It looks as though it is built brick on brick. And the way is to remind us that we were slaves, that we were avadim, that we were slaves in Egypt when we go through that space. But in the words, when we go through the constriction of slavery, we're reminded, even in the moments where we notice that it's brick on brick in the Torah, literally laid out like that we're still saying, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you among all those that are worshipped in the midst of the pain that we find ourselves in that moment. And so I find ourselves in one of those moments today, and I tell you, it has not been an easy few years. COVID, October 7th, LA fires, it has felt relentless. And yet our tradition teaches, and I just heard one of the rabbis from Jewish Temple of the Palisades that said this morning on the news, said, we will hold the pain. We will hold and read our Torah tomorrow morning on Shabbat and this evening because Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you among all those that are worshipped, because it's up to us to bring the expansiveness from the constriction, from the moments that we are in pain to the moments we can find newness and potential, even when it feels so dark. You looked at the news and you woke up in LA and you were trying to find the sun. It kind of looked like a hazy apocalypse. But the Yam was still there. The waters are still there. The potential for rebirth is still there. So we hold that in this moment. We sing Mi Chamocha, knowing that in the pain, in all of that, that we hold the complexity of humanity, that we still hold it for blessing and for honor to reach this Geulah, this redemption, this time to find our rebirth. We join together, Mi Chamocha, page 152.
Moshe Tikvenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'ha'amitenu shomreinu l'chaim. Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha, v'taknenu beitzah tova milfanecha, v'hoshienu leman shemecha.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'ha'amitenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
rise together on page 155 as we begin our Amida together. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Adonai, sefatai tiftach, Yagid Tilatecha Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. We continue with our own individual Amida through page 167. We invite you to be seated when you have completed your meditation and prayers. la 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 as our hearts hold all those that are affected by the wildfires, we also think of those who are in need of healing within our community. We are especially mindful of Julie Alper, Linda Calderon, Sarah Callahan, Denise Garrick, Nancy Gordon, Robert Ilko Jr., Michael Jacobs, Alan Kleinman, Jane Kusel, Lee Lesser, Steve Levine, Kevin Lyons, Barry Pearlstein, Louis Russell, Ingrid Sharp, Rhonda Schwartz, Penny Spector, Annie Stone, Tamara Bat Yehudit Vitzvi, John Uri, Fred Valfer, and Alexander Vassar. Perhaps there's a name on your heart that you would like to share as we offer our prayer for healing. For all those names who are said and go unsaid, we offer this prayer for healing. We turn to page 259 as we offer our prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Shabashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo, Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu. We continue in the English together. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel. Bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Avinu Shabashamayim, Zur Yisrael v'goalo, Barechet Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu.
Shabbat Shalom. One of the wonderful things that we get to do on Family Shabbat in this time is, instead of hear us give a sermon for the week, we get to tell a little story. And I wanted to share a little bit about the legacy of a certain individual, and his name is Grandpa Eli. And Eli, long ago, in a little town nestled by a great river, there was a man named Grandpa Eli, and he was known for two things. He was known first for his warm, twinkling eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe, and the way he always began every single conversation with a blessing. Grandpa Eli and his 5 children, the 5 grandchildren, they adored him. We have Zadie's in the congregation, right? And all your grandchildren adore you, right? Uncontrollably. So imagine, they adored Grandpa Eli. Every Friday night, they'd gather around the Shabbat table, and before the candles were lit, Grandpa Eli would place his hands on each of his grandchild's heads and offer them a blessing. One night, as the candles flickered, Grandpa Eli did something very different. He always used to start with the oldest child and then work his way down. And he didn't bless the grandchildren in his usual order, oldest to youngest. Instead, he placed his hands on the head of the youngest one, Daniel, pictured there. The older siblings exchanged puzzled looks. Why would he start with Daniel, who is often the quietest and smallest of them all? When the blessings were done, the grandchildren couldn't hold back their curiosity, and they asked Zadie, is what they called him. Zadie, they asked, why did you bless Daniel first tonight? And Grandpa Eli smiled and said, my dear ones, let me tell you a story. He told them about his father, a man of wisdom and kindness, who had also given blessings to his children. But one day, Grandpa Eli said, my brother and I fought so terribly. I was so angry that I actually didn't speak to him for many years. When our father was on his deathbed, he called us to him and he blessed each of us. But when he blessed my brother, he wept. He told me later that his tears were because he had failed to bring peace between us in his lifetime. The grandchildren were silent, leaning into and hearing each and every word of his. I learned Sunday that, Grandpa Eli said, blessings are not just words. They are our hopes for each other and for the world. They're how we remind one another to live with love, with forgiveness, and with kindness. And they're also how we heal. He looked at Daniel. Tonight, I started with Daniel because I saw him help his sister fix her broken toy earlier this week, even though he didn't want to. He reminded me that small acts of kindness build the foundation of a family and of society. The room was quiet for a moment. Then one of the other grandchildren, Rachel, said softly, Zadie, do you think it's too late for a blessing to fix something broken? I've been so upset with my friend Leah, and I haven't talked to her in weeks." Grandpa Ellie's eyes twinkled, and he said, "It's never too late, Rachel. Just as Joseph and his brothers in this week's Torah portion found a way to forgive and bless each other after years of hurt, we can do the same. Blessings are the first steps towards making things whole again." That Shabbat, the family decided to try something new. After Grandpa Ellie blessed each grandchild, the grandchildren took turns blessing each other. It felt like very awkward at first, but soon their blessings turned into laughter and into hugs. Years later, when Grandpa Ellie passed away, the grandchildren kept the tradition alive. They blessed each other each and every Friday night, carrying Grandpa Ellie's wisdom forward, ensuring that love and forgiveness would always be at the center of their family. So I'm going to ask you to do something for me in a moment. I'm going to ask you, in our youth and teen choir, I'm going to ask you to lead this, really lead it. I'm going to ask you to turn to one another, and I'm going to ask you to offer each other a blessing, a very special blessing, okay? You got this? How awkward is it? So awkward, right? Try it. And I'm going to invite you, if you're with someone tonight, turn to them and offer them a blessing. It doesn't have to be about anything they may even know about, just something that you would hope for them for the week to come. Okay? Take a moment. Offer each other a blessing.
I hope you get to go to New York.
I do actually. In a couple weeks, I have another conference. It's wonderful. Thank you. Really? Where is? Well, literally, I was 5 blocks. Well, I was in but it's.
So as we come together, I'm very impressed. I see all of you. You're doing great. So for those of you maybe that you're not sitting next to anyone, we're going to offer a special blessing. Every Friday night, we have the opportunity to offer the blessing to those who come after us. If we have children or grandchildren, we can bless one another. So I'm going to invite for a blessing. We're going to say a blessing. Would you like to help us, Rabbi Cantor?
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless all of you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's face shine upon each of you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha Shalom.
May God's presence ever be with each and every one of you. May you be granted health and long life, the courage to fill it with much joy and blessing and always peace, as we say together.
Ken yehi ratzon.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Well, we have some wonderful things that we get to celebrate. B'nai Mitzvah, our youth and teen choir, our band, Kate Chasen. But this Friday, we also celebrate those who are celebrating birthdays. So if you have a birthday in the month of January, we're going to invite you to come on down. And we have a small gift for you, a limited edition birthday pen that says, translate this from Hebrew to English. No, it doesn't say that. It says, happy birthday to you in Hebrew. So, all those with January birthdays, come on down. And all you need to do to celebrate, to get one of these limited edition pens is share with us your name and when your birthday is. If you want to share how old you're turning, that's great. Come over here. Come over here. So, what's your name?
Carol,
Carol, and when is your birthday?
the third.
Wonderful. Would you like to tell us? You don't have to. How old?
73.
Fantastic. Mazel tov.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You know the drill.
Yeah. I'm Anna. My name is Anna, and my birthday's in 10 days, and I'll be 14.
All right.
And I'm Dorsey Rose, and I'm 78.
All right.
Thank you.
My name is Gabriel, and I will be turning 12 on the 24th.
All right. Mazel tov.
I am Debbie Dresner, and my birthday is January 19th, and I will be 68.
All right.
My name is Asher. My birthday is today. and
What? It's your birthday today. I think you should have a really big party tomorrow. But maybe read some Torah first. How about that? Sound good?
I'm turning 13.
All right.
My name is Howard Gopin, and I was born on 1-2-3-4-5,
All right.
which means I'm turning 80.
Mazel tov.
My name is Hayward, and I'm turning 10 on the 25th.
All right. Beautiful. Good choice.
Hi, I'm the grandma of Asher, and I'm Susan Aiken, and I yesterday turned 76.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jerry Leonards. My birthday is January 14th, and I think I'm going to be 43.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm going to be 35.
All right. So, for all those who came up and all those who didn't, that's okay. We sing together. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Mazel tov, everyone. I'd like to invite up David Olson Vasquez to offer some announcements on behalf of the congregation.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is David Olson Vasquez, a member of your board. My preferred pronouns are he, him, and his. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., Rabbi Lawson will be leading Torah study in the Activity Center and on Zoom, followed by our lay-led minyan service at 10:30. All are welcome to attend. And Mazel Tov to the Asher Gopin and Griffin Feynman as they become a B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. respectively. Mazel Tov to the Gopin and Feynman families. Next Friday, we invite everyone to join us as we celebrate the installation of our own musical savant, Rabbi Cantor Gimbel. The high band, the adult choir, and the youth and teen choir will elevate the celebrations, followed by an enhanced festive oneg. And as always, we would like to thank the women of Beth Israel and the Beth Israel Men's Club for volunteering as greeters. Also, if you are visiting us tonight, the parking gates are down, so you will need to validate, and the stickers are right outside if you need to do that, and ask anyone with a badge for more information. And you can always find more information on all the fabulous programs that CBI has to offer, including how to register for programs on our website, cbisd.org, or you can look for me or anyone with a badge, although I forgot mine, after services. We would be happy to talk to you more about what Bezriel has to offer. And I have a short little poem shared by Beth Israel of Houston, Texas, Congregation Beth Israel of Houston, Texas, of the same name. And they shared this poem in getting deeper thought and meaning into the story of Joseph and his brothers. And they share on their website this poem by Alvin Fine. From offense to forgiveness, from loneliness to love, from joy to fear to faith, Where are you on your life's journey, and what blessing do you want to grant your family members? Keep the matter in mind and look for the good in your family. The words and the blessing may follow naturally. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, David. We begin to conclude our beautiful service this evening, page 282, as we join together for the Aleinu, and I invite you to please rise if you are able.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Will you please be seated? In this moment that we are reflecting on at this time, come into our minds and our hearts, those who are no longer physically with us, but those who continue to live on in our hearts and in our memories. As we think of the recent passing of Arlene Granite and Robert Rosenzweig. If you hear the name of your loved one, I invite you to rise as you hear their name called so we may hold you collectively in our hearts as well. In this period of Shiva, we're thinking of Rita Schwartz. In this period of Shloshim, these 30 days, past burial, we reflect on George Wise, Alfredo Jalowaski, Anita Hosenpud, Ann Hyman, Lisa Nelson, Myron Shelley, Eleanor Masser, Stanley Rabin, Sharon Resnick, Lynn Ann Rotzkoff, David Zolman, Adalbert Del Connor. And in this period of time and life, we recall the yard sites of those who have died at this time in seasons past. Martin Altschuler, Judy Aronson, Lauren Atkins, Molly Auerbach, Sam Backrack, Fanny Bartell, Herman A. Burlad, Ruth Bernstein, Marguerite Bernstein, Bella Bloom, Gail Bloom, Alfred Blumberg, Ruth Book, Larry Bornstein, Morris A. Kaplan, Joe Cohn, Lee Corton, Ethelyn Davies, Leonard Dragon, Henry Ehrenberg, Louis Fisher, Jack Farus, Miguel Gilson, Homer Glasser, Morton Goodman, Barney Green, Pat Green, Evelyn Grixt, Stephen L. Grossman, Richard Gurvich, Herb Hafter Sr., Haskell Handler, Jerome Hyman, Ben Hyen, Catherine Israel, Enid Jackson, Jean Jones, Ruth Katz, Minnie Kelman, Pauline Kirschbaum, Philip Landsman, Samuel Langholtz, M. Larry Lawrence, Harrison Levin, William Lippin, Esther Lone, William H. Lursheim, Hyman Luricron, Ronald James McIndoe, Minnie Mallinger, Larry Mantell, Rose Einhorn Michelson, Harry H. Miller, Ellie Mishek, Gladys Modell, David Moss, Marcel Muller, Ethel Nemeth, Jack Nevins, Shirley Palms, Celia Panzer, Marcy Ann Platt, Sandra Platt, Helen Pollack, Rachel Panich, Irving Posnick, David Raxon, Chester Raxon, Sam Rasson, Sid Reeder, Jean Rice, Jeanette Rieger, Edward J. Ross, C. Walter Rowland, Kurt Schreiber, Bella Schwartz, Chicky Seidler, Victor Howard Shulman, Ray Schumacher, William Singer, Carl Slayen, Martin B. Stark, Lottie Stolmaker, Harvey Tash, Joseph Traeger, Joseph A. Tyler, Leon Weitzman, Mary Venner, Jacob Wallach, Hans Weiss, Judith Wexler, Rose Willis, Leonard Wolf, Leona Wolkensky-Zolman, David Wolochow, Ann Yed Rob, Rhoda May Glasser Zeblik, and Bob Zuckerman. If there was a name that was not shared that you would like to offer at this time, I invite you to rise in your place. We call on you. And a great friend to the Jewish community, Peter Yarrow. As we rise in our places, page 294, the words of Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, and together we say, Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shmei Rabbah,
Amen.
ve'amad divrach urtei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei v'chol Beit Yisrael, Agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitvaman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kedusha b'richu. La'ela mikol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, u'yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories ever continue to inspire and be for blessing as we say together, Amen. I invite you to put your prayer books down as we close this evening, this beautiful service, with a favorite of our wonderful family Shabbat and our youth choir, Yehei Yehei. Shalom Rabba, Shalom Rabba. Turn to someone around you, behind you, in front of you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. As I call upon Asher to join me, as we offer you Motzi, as we join together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.